My father had a dream to create a clinic, and what he's done now is left a legacy.
The Gary Burnstein Community Health Clinic is the largest free clinic in Michigan. We have medical care, we have dental care, we have pharmaceuticals, we have labs that we're able to run for patients.
My son contracted some very rare disease. He got caught where he didn't have insurance. So the people wouldn't take him. I don't have that kind of money, and we're just very grateful that this place is here.
The Burnstein Clinic provides a lifeline to patients that need help. It's a great asset to the community, and they need your donations.
We hope that you join us. You come see the clinic, you help support us, and help us help make the community a healthier, better place to live.
Good evening, and welcome to the 11th annual Esteemed Women of Michigan event. I'm Lila Lazarus, your host for the evening, and a proud member of the Esteemed Women class of 2010. For those of you who've been to this event year after year, tonight probably looks a little different. This year has presented all of us with challenges, but it is exactly those moments when people like tonight's honorees rise to the occasion. It's times like these when organizations like the Burnstein Clinic stand out for their ability to help our community in ways that no other organization can. Tonight, we honor the dedicated problem solvers, the visionaries who strive to make their community and really our whole world a better place. They are role models for girls and women everywhere. Each of our honorees has accomplished so much. After hearing these inspiring stories, the challenges we face may seem a bit smaller, and we'll all be a bit more confident in our ability to be the change our community needs. Please enjoy the presentation of our Esteemed Women of Michigan, Class of 2020.
Hello, my name is Ian Burnstein. I am the son of the late Dr. Gary Burnstein and the president of the board of directors of the Burnstein Clinic. On behalf of the Board of Directors, I'd like to thank you for joining us for our 11th annual Esteemed Women of Michigan event. The women this year are amazing and so deserving of this award. They have all accomplished so much and made a tremendous impact on our community. A huge congratulations to each of you, and this event is about you. I want to share a little bit about the Dr. Gary Burnstein Community Health Clinic, which is the beneficiary of your attendance and generosity. The clinic is a critically important safety net for our community. We provide nearly 8,000 patient visits annually and $7 million worth of completely free medical, dental, pharmaceutical care to deserving and struggling residents. The coronavirus has been a challenge for all of us, and the clinic has not been immune. We've struggled to keep our staff and volunteers safe, but we have adapted. We immediately expedited our plans to offer telemedicine services to our patients and increased our ability to provide desperately needed medicine to so many in our community. Your help is needed now more than ever. The numbers of unemployed Americans is at a dangerously high number, which means that there are way too many people without health insurance during a pandemic. We need to be there with more services, supplies, and medicine needed at higher levels than we've seen in our 16 years of service. We need to spend significant funds to purchase PPE to protect our volunteers, since we are a lifeline to so many that have nowhere else to turn. The clinic may have started with my father's dream and has continued his legacy. There's no doubt about that. However, it has now taken the life and legacy of our community. More than 200 volunteers give tirelessly of themselves every day. They give their time, their expertise, their care, and their hearts. To come witness what happens at the clinic on any given day will give you hope in our community. You will never know that you are at a free clinic. Our patients are treated with class and dignity, and we help them get healthy so they can get back to work and support their families. It is the ultimate example of compassion. We appreciate your support of our mission to make sure that everyone in our community gets the health care that they deserve. Thank you again for being here, and congratulations to all the honorees.
Welcome to the 11th Annual Esteemed Women in Michigan event, sponsored by United Shore Financial Services, benefiting the Gary Burnstein Community Health Clinic. I'm Dana Burnstein.
And I'm Lori Bernstein-Taylor. We are the co-chairs of this year's event. Although our format is different, we are thrilled to be able to present you with 14 women who work tirelessly to make their communities a better place. We know that you will be as inspired by their stories as we are.
In these times, the free medical, dental, and pharmaceutical services the clinic provides are crucial. Know that your generous donation to this event will be matched by the Peterson Family Foundation up to $50,000.
Thank you for joining us. Enjoy the presentation.
Our first honoree is Faye Beydoun. Faye serves as Executive Director of the American Arab Chamber of Commerce. Ms. Beydoun also serves as the Chief Operating Officer of Tijara, another organization working to further economic relations between the United States and the Arab world. Ms. Beydoun works to facilitate the growth of the Arab American business community, both locally and internationally.
Thank you. Hello, my name is Faye Beydoun and I serve as the Executive Director of the American Arab Chamber of Commerce. The Chamber serves over 1,500 members with 65% located in Southeast Michigan. I am so honored to accept this award with great pride. Giving back to our communities is truly incumbent upon all of us. Being recognized as one of the esteemed women of Michigan by the Burnstein Clinic is being among all these amazing women who have been recognized this year is truly an experience that I will value for years to come. It is also truly a passion of mine throughout my career and my personal initiatives to ensure that young women are mentored and guided to experience success and have the tools to do so. Giving back in this manner has afforded me the delight to see these women grow and become incredible members of society and professional communities. The Burnstein Clinic is one that serves with honor and dignity. It has no boundaries and certainly accepting of all those that come through its doors. Serving the underserved with dignity and pride and with a sense of humanity matched by none is a characteristic that sets this clinic aside. It does not discriminate, it does not turn anyone away, and it has impacted communities providing much needed medical care, emotional support, and a safe haven for many. I feel privileged and honored to be affiliated in such a meaningful way with an entity that is truly changing lives. Thank you to all the staff at the Burnstein Clinic, and congratulations to all the women recognized in 2020.
Our next honoree, Deborah Bondi. Deborah is the founder and director of Seedlings Braille Books for Children. She's produced and distributed more than 600,000 books at very little cost to blind children since 1984. Please join us in congratulating Deborah.
Hi, I'm Deborah Bondi, the founder and director of Seedlings Braille Books for Children in Livonia. I feel so honored to be included as one of the esteemed women of Michigan, and so humbled to be among these many distinguished recipients. I believe, like so many of you, that our purpose on earth is to help other people. That's why I started Seedlings. And clearly, Dr. Burnstein was also driven by that goal. When I heard of the humble beginnings of the Burnstein Clinic, I was struck by the similarities to Seedlings' story. Because I started Seedlings in the basement of my home in Detroit in 1984 after meeting a girl who was blind who only owned 2 books. And the reason was because there were very few available and they were very expensive. And I didn't think that was right. So I love children and reading, so I started transcribing popular children's books into Braille. That first year I was able to make 221 books using a Braille printer that my father made for me. Each page took over 2 minutes to print, so a book took a very long time. But now we have a 6,000 square foot facility with high-speed Braille printers that can shoot out a page in about 3 seconds. It's wonderful, but the need is still tremendous. About 3 years ago, we hit the 500,000 mark for the number of books we've produced and distributed to children who have vision loss around the world. And now we're working on the next 500,000. And thankfully, we've been able to give away over half the books. And the other half we make available for just an average of $10 each. But that's only possible thanks to our wonderful supporters and donors. So I applaud the important work that you're doing at the Gary Burnstein Community Health Clinic. And thank you for recognizing so many others in the area that are doing work to make a positive difference in the world. We really need that. As Helen Keller said, alone we can do so little. Together we can do so much. Thank you so much.
Judy DeSteiger is our next honoree. She's the founder and past president of the Community Foundation of Greater Rochester Women's Fund. She's been involved in many programs and projects that help women.
Thank you. My name is Judy DeSteiger. My husband Dave and I have 3 children and 6 grandchildren, and we have lived and raised our family in Rochester Hills. Knowing the history of the Burnstein Clinic and what it represents to so many in need, and also knowing the tremendous contributions of the previous and current recipients of this award, I am truly humbled and honored to be among the women of this year's recipient class. I have always had a place in my heart for organizations for women in need, and have focused my efforts to grow organizations like the Community Foundation of Greater Rochester's Women's Fund and Career Dress, which helps provide services to women who are trying to gain employment. Rochester Area Neighborhood House and Cass Community Social Services in Detroit have also been close to my heart. These organizations provide free resources for women raising children in difficult situations. I have always felt that God has blessed me with so much, and I have felt compelled by the mantra, "To whom much has been given, much more is expected." With its offer of free services to those most in need, this indeed is what the Burnstein Clinic is all about. Dr. Burnstein's passion for helping those in medical need and the continuation of that dream by his wife Dana and their family has been a game changer in the lives of thousands who have utilized its services, lives that will continue to grow and make a difference for generations to come. I want to thank the Burnstein Clinic for this award, and again am humbled and honored to be included with this year's recipients and all the previous award winners. Thank you very much.
Hi, my name is David Birdsong, and the Gary Burnstein Clinic has been an absolute godsend to me. It has allowed me to become healthier with great health care. The staff there is extremely friendly. Everyone I've met there has been helpful and stuff like that. I love them. I talk about them all the time to people. Hopefully other people will support them. I've done some fundraisers for them for my birthday and stuff like that. I can't say enough that this is a fantastic part of our community here in Pontiac and Northern Oakland County. Please consider supporting them in the future and stuff like that. Thank you very much.
Hi, I'm Michelle Cousins, and I go to the Burnstein Clinic, and I love it there. They have helped me tremendously when I got let go of my job last June, so it's over a year now, where I'm low income on Social Security, and I filled out an application. They told me I could come there. The one thing that they did for me first and foremost was to do a dental appointment. My front tooth had a problem with it. I didn't have enough money to get it done. The filling kept falling out, and the dentist there fixed it for me. I would have to say that the thing that I love most about the Burnstein Clinic in one word is that they care. They care when they call in advance and remind me of the appointment. They cared during COVID and kept up with me. And they did telepathic doctor's appointments with the doctor about my finger when I had trigger finger, and I still have it. And they care. And they give me meds for free. And it's an amazing volunteer staff that I'd have to say cares a lot about people that don't have enough money to pay for health and dental insurance. So I appreciate everybody at the Burnstein Clinic. I will continue to go there because I love the staff, and they care. Thank you so much, Burnstein Clinic, for helping me and helping everybody else that doesn't have insurance and is in my same predicament. And I pray that you can keep going and help the volunteers that you have there. Dentists, doctors, the receptionists, everyone that works there, the medical assistants, the pharmacy staff, they're all great. So you have a great night.
Something that is amazing is that you don't care about race, color, religion, even my accent, even though I'm a U.S. citizen with a thick Hispanic accent. I mean, you engage pretty good, and you make me feel like another human being.
Our next honoree, Dr. Kate Gowans. Dr. Gowans serves as the Division Chief of Pediatric Hematology Oncology at Beaumont Hospital. She's also an assistant professor of pediatrics at Oakland University William Beaumont School of Medicine.
My name is Kate Gowans, and I'm a pediatric hematology and oncology physician at Beaumont Children's Hospital in Royal Oak. Thank you very much to the Gary Burnstein Community Health Clinic for this honor, and thank you to Nancy and Wish Upon a Teen for everything that you do for our patients every day of the year. I'm a lucky person to do what I do each day, taking care of children and adolescents and young adults with cancer and blood disorders. And to be recognized alongside a center in Michigan that does so much for a local community in need is really incredibly special. We all go to work each day hoping to make a positive impact somehow, and to be counted alongside the Gary Burnstein Clinic and to be recognized as an esteemed woman in Michigan is really incredibly humbling. There are indeed so many ways that we can impact the lives of others around us. Find what you're passionate about, whether it's delivering healthcare or improving literacy in children in your community, advocating for education. Find what moves you and try to make a difference for others around you. Surely, in these unusual times, we are reminded more than ever how important it is to do what we can to improve the lives of others. Thank you. I am deeply appreciative of this recognition.
Jennifer Granger is our next honoree. Jennifer is a philanthropist and community advocate who lives by and exemplifies the words passion, kindness, and empathy. She's dedicated her time and efforts to making a difference to countless organizations.
Hi, Jennifer Granger here. I was so honored when I received the phone call that I would be getting the Esteemed Women of Michigan Award, especially given the past honorees and the honorees that I'm affiliated with this year. You know, we moved here from California about 3 years ago into the Detroit community. We love it here, and we just feel like every community that we live in as a family, it's our responsibility to be impactful as possible. We think the Gary Burnstein Clinic fits into that. What they do is amazing, that they're giving out 100% free medical care and dental care with dignity to families and individuals that need it the most. I think this is extremely important right now, as once again the global pandemic has shined a highlight on the disparity of inequality in our communities. So thank you again. I'm so excited. Stay safe, everybody, and looking forward to seeing you when we can be in person again.
The next honoree, Dr. Corey Goot. Corey is a vet at DePore Veterinary Hospital, and throughout her career, she has volunteered her time as veterinary surgeon, raised funds for those who can't afford emergency veterinary services, as well as authored and donated copies of her 2 children's books that deal with the difficult and emotional topic of pet loss.
Thank you. Hi, I'm Dr. Corey Goot. I'm a veterinarian at DePore Veterinary Hospital in Bloomfield Hills. I'm honored and I'm humbled to be one of the recipients this year of the Esteemed Woman of Michigan by the incredible Gary Burnstein Community Health Clinic. This award is special to me and means so much to me for many reasons. First, to be honored for my contributions to the community from such an incredible organization that is doing so many wonderful things themselves. There is not a bigger compliment that I could receive. Nothing makes me feel more fulfilled than to give back to my community, and this award highlights the importance of doing what we can for others. Additionally, this award spotlights women making a difference and paving the way for others to do the same. I've learned so much about the Burnstein Clinic, and I will continue to encourage others to do the same. It's a crazy time out there right now, and the future is full of questions. It's more important now than ever to take care of each other. We are all in this together. Thank you again for this award and recognition. It really means the world to me. Thanks.
Kimberly Hurst is our next honoree. She's the Executive Director of Wayne County Sexual Assault Forensics Examiners Program. WC SAFE services more than 1,500 survivors of sexual assault annually, and it's growing every year, reaching more than 15,000 survivors to date. These services, by the way, are provided at no cost.
Thank you. Hi, thank you so much. My name is Kimberly Hurst. I am the Executive Director and founder of the Wayne County Sexual Assault Forensic Examiners Program. We are a program that has been around since 2006, and we provide comprehensive services to sexual assault survivors. So counseling, advocacy, whether it's personal or court, medical forensic care, community awareness, education, social change and justice work, anything related to sexual violence, we pretty much do. And we're primarily working in the city of Detroit and in Wayne County. But this award coming from the Burnstein Clinic and being a part of the Esteemed Women of Michigan means so much to me. Our program started because of a huge gap in service and a need for marginalized and vulnerable populations to have access to free and comprehensive and specialized sexual assault care and medical services. And that feels so similar to the mission of the Burnstein Clinic, where Dr. Burnstein, found that the homeless shelters really needed medical care as well. And so it means a lot to me to have been acknowledged by the Burnstein Clinic and the Esteemed Women of Michigan for this type of work, because I know that this is the type of work that the Burnstein Clinic has done and has become such an important part of the community in Pontiac. So it's important to give back because, in this time in particular, there are such disparities in healthcare and such disparities in the way that we address sexual violence, the way that we address oppression, and the reasons for which we even have these types of gaps in service. And so it's really important that all of us, and thank you again, I also want to acknowledge and congratulate all the other women that were given the award. You all deserve it so much, and I consider myself really lucky to be in your company. Thank you again.
Our next honoree, Gina Kalspen. She is the co-founder and president of New Day Foundation, providing financial assistance, financial navigation, and emotional support to families fighting cancer. Gina and her husband co-authored the New York Times bestseller, The Color of Rain.
This is a beautiful thing. Thank you so much. My name is Gina Kalspen, and I am the co-founder and president of New Day Foundation for Families, and I am honored to receive this lovely award from the Gary Burnstein Clinic. I want to say thank you to Dana and Lori for coming by our office, and just getting to know you guys has been a real pleasure. We share something in common, and that is we have a heart and passion for serving our community and for serving people and truly helping them to change their lives. And I have an office full of women, and several of our board members are women as well. And so when it says Esteemed Women of Michigan, I want to add all the names of all the people that I love who are so passionate and who lead with their heart. Because for me to receive this is in some ways, if I'm honest, it's a little uncomfortable because for me, I love what I do every day, and it feels just like home for me. So I just thank the team that I work with, and I want to say thank you for acknowledging and recognizing the work that we do in the community. That said, I also want to do the same for you, because the Gary Burnstein Clinic, what you provide for this community is hope, and you ultimately make our community stronger by the services that you provide. And so it's really an honor to know you and to serve in this community alongside you, like I said before. And I hope that this community will continue to live generously, to pour out the resources that they have and the services that they have to support your mission and what you do, as well as all the organizations that are represented by this Esteemed Women of Michigan here today. So thank you so much again to all of you for the work and the service that you provide, for this beautiful recognition, and for continuing to serve this population in this place that we call home. Thank you again.
I'm really happy with them. The doctors are excellent. They listen to my needs.
And God bless them. And God bless them, and keep on doing what you're doing. You're spending your time, money on the best thing that you could.
Dr. Emily Schwedel-Levin is our next honoree. She's the dental director of the Dr. Gary Burnstein Community Health Clinic. Dr. Schwedel-Levin is a true gift to the Gary Burnstein Clinic.
I'm Emily Schwedel-Levin. I am the dental director at the Gary Burnstein Community Health Clinic, which I call the Gary B. Thank you so much for this award. It means a lot to me to be in the company of all the other esteemed women. And I don't think I've won an award since the 5th grade spelling bee, so this is really exciting. I am actually part of such an important community working at the Gary B, and I would do this work even without an award. It is extremely gratifying to work there and to be truly helping people. I even was telling someone that our patients actually cry because they're grateful that we're giving them a little bit of their life back by helping them with their teeth, as opposed to crying because they got a huge dental bill or because they're in an extraordinary amount of pain because they haven't been to a dentist in 25 years. I mean, some of them have even been waiting a lifetime to get dental treatment. So we're busy, we're treating patients that truly, truly need it. They're in our community, they're our neighbors, and it feels really good to help them and to give back. There's a lot of people waiting to have work done. And if we can make them feel better medically by fixing their mouth, or if we can make them feel better mentally by giving them self-esteem, maybe they can go out and get a job. If we can just help them a little bit, it's just eye-opening to see patients that live right around the corner and helping them. So we're excited to be getting this award, and we're also excited to be part of the Gary B. Please come and see us there. We're doing great stuff. Thank you so much.
And our next honoree, Dr. Mona Mackey. Mona is the director of Access Community Health and Research Center. Throughout her career at Access, she's committed herself to improving and empowering the lives of individuals and families who suffer from domestic and sexual abuse, chronic diseases, and behavioral health issues.
My name is Mona Mackey, and I am the director of the Access Community Health and Research Center. I am so honored to be selected as one of the recipients of the class of 2020 Esteemed Women of Michigan. This award is extremely special as it signifies the contributions that are made from amazing women who have dedicated their lives to giving back and to making the world a better place. And to be among these group of fascinating women is truly an honor. It is so important to give back to the community and helping shape the world to be a better place. Giving back is more important today than ever in shaping our future generations. Giving back can mean changing a life. and I am an example. If I didn't have people surrounded by love and people who are able to give back, I'm not sure that I would be here today or even be able to be where I'm at today. As the director of the Access Community Health and Research Center, I know very well how important it is to have a place where individuals can go get the help and the services that they need and that they deserve, and to have a safe place to go. It becomes more about a home because it becomes a place where you have people that you trust and you're surrounded by people that you know care about you. And that's what the Burnstein Community Health Clinic is about. I want to thank you again. I'm so thrilled and honored to receive this award, and thank you for all that you do.
The next honoree is Jane Sherman. Jane is a philanthropist who spent the last 60 years involved in Jewish communal work. She's particularly interested in children at risk in Israel, Jewish education, and working to train, educate, and involve the next generation of Jewish leaders.
Hi, I'm Jane Sherman, and it's an honor and a privilege to be here accepting this award from the Burnstein Clinic, and particularly the Burnstein family, who have done so much for the underprivileged people in this part of Michigan. I myself have been involved in the organized Jewish community for over 60 years, both locally, nationally, and internationally, again with underprivileged families and particularly children at risk. I, like the Burnstein family and the Burnstein Clinic, want to make sure that all of these people have the opportunity to become successful, viable, and healthy citizens so they can go on to achieve what they want in the world ahead. I want to thank you again for including me in this group of other esteemed women that have done so much for the community, and particularly in Southeast Michigan. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Representative Alyssa Slotkin is our next honoree. Representative Slotkin held various defense and intelligence positions under both President Bush and President Obama. Representative Slotkin is honored to serve the residents of Michigan's 8th Congressional District.
Hi, I'm Congresswoman Alyssa Slotkin. It's an honor to be among the esteemed women of Michigan recognized tonight by the Burnstein Clinic. I'm especially grateful to be recognized by a clinic that has done so much extraordinary work in our community, meeting the healthcare needs of our most vulnerable neighbors. To Dana, Lori, and Ian Burnstein and the leadership of the clinic, thank you so much for this honor, but thank you even more for the work you've done to build this clinic into such a powerful community asset. The last few months have shown us how important it is to approach our biggest challenges together. And I'm so grateful for this recognition by an institution that has served the community selflessly for decades. So thank you once again. Congratulations to tonight's other honorees, and please, everyone, wear a mask, socially distance, be safe, and thanks again.
I've seen our next honoree in action. It's Shannon Strebeck. Shannon is the president of St. Joseph Mercy Oakland, and under her leadership, St. Joseph Mercy Oakland has developed a reputation for clinical excellence.
Hi, my name is Shannon Strebeck, and I am honored to be among the 2020 class of Esteemed Women of Michigan, alongside so many incredibly talented women that have made significant contributions within their professions and also throughout their communities. I'd like to thank the Gary Burnstein Community Health Clinic for recognizing me with this award. I currently serve as the president of St. Joseph Mercy Oakland. We're a 443-bed community teaching hospital located on Woodward Avenue, and we serve the communities of northern Oakland County. I have devoted my career in healthcare to ensuring the compassionate delivery of high-quality, safe care to all patients. One of the core values that guides our healing ministry within St. Joe's is care for those who are poor. We stand and serve with those who are poor, especially those that are the most vulnerable, a value I know is shared and embraced in the life and the legacy of Dr. Gary Burnstein. It's this value that has endured through the 93 years that St. Joe's has served this community, and 17 years after the passing of Dr. Gary Burnstein, this continues to drive the work and the vision of both of our organizations. At St. Joe's Oakland, we are blessed to have more than 3,000 colleagues working inside of our main hospital and throughout our physician offices, providing care throughout the community. Amid the COVID-19 pandemic, which has been just an unprecedented time for our nation and for our local community, our teams of caregivers have come together like no other time in history to deliver care to those most in need. And on behalf of St. Joe's, and really on behalf of all women that work in healthcare, I humbly accept this award. Thank you again to the Gary Burnstein Community Health Clinic, and may God bless you, and may He continue to bless the communities that we serve together. Thank you.
Our final honoree, Dr. Caroline Trapp. Dr. Trapp is the director of the Diabetes Education and Care Center at the Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine in Washington, D.C., and is a nurse practitioner with more than 30 years of experience, specializing in the care of people with diabetes.
Hi, I'd like to say thank you for this beautiful award, which I will treasure. I am honored to be an esteemed woman, and I want to thank Lori and Dana. And I'd like to thank my friend of more than 30 years, Beth Talbert, who was honored last year for nominating me. I am so sorry not to be able to take a live tour of the Burnstein Clinic, but I was delighted to take a virtual tour and to see the beautiful facility. And there were a couple of spots that especially spoke to me. I'm aware of the wonderful services that are provided, but I noticed there was a pharmacy, and I know that insulin is provided, in addition to an education room where classes are held. As a nurse practitioner who works with people who have diabetes, and especially with those who have suffered from health disparities, I am delighted to see the services that are available through the Burnstein Clinic. And at this difficult time, I'm reminded of a quote by George Eliot, something to the effect of, what is our purpose in life if not to make life easier for others? And the Burnstein Clinic certainly does that. Thank you again for honoring me.
Good evening. My name is Justin Brox. I'm the CEO of the Gary Burnstein Community Health Clinic. I hope that you and yours are staying safe and sane through these difficult times. This year has certainly provided a lot of difficult situations for a great many people. Our mission at the Gary Burnstein Community Health Clinic is to be there for people when they find themselves in difficult times. Last year, we provided over 5,000 appointments to people that found themselves with no other options for care. The Gary Burnstein Community Health Clinic is Michigan's largest free clinic, but it only functions because of the generosity of others. The Esteemed Women of Michigan event brings together stories of women who went out into their communities to make it a better place for their friends and for their neighbors. We hope tonight that you will take this opportunity to also make your community a better place by donating to the Gary Burnstein Community Health Clinic and helping us to keep our doors open through these difficult times. Right now, with added costs of personal protective equipment and added safety measures to keep our volunteers and patients safe, we need your help more than ever. Please visit ewm.givesmart.com or click the donate button to please donate. I also want to take this opportunity to thank the Robert S. Peterson Foundation for their generous contribution. And for every $1 donated tonight, they will match it with $2 until we reach our goal of $25,000. Thank you very much. Good night.